Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another First Listen review. This is where we just babble about music that we love. Today we're talking about some new stuff that's coming out Friday. I got a chance to check it out already, but we're talking about the new album. It's a collaboration between Liam Gallagher and John Squire. It's the former lead singer of Oasis and the former guitarist of the band The Stone Roses, who they worked previously on some other stuff, just a song or one or two songs, I believe, for Liam Gallagher, but for whatever reason they decided to get together, and I actually just heard about this here a few days ago, so I honestly don't know the whole history behind them getting together, but I was kind of intrigued by it, because I think the Stone Roses only put out a couple albums. I have the first one. I don't think I ever got the second one. I did used to listen to that a lot when it first came out, but I have not listened to it in a very long time, but I do remember liking it quite a bit. I was a fan of Oasis. When their first album came out, I was a little bit intrigued by it. The whole comparison they had with the Beatles and everything, it was like a big deal back when they first came out, but then after that seemed to pass, I always liked them, and I thought they were an interesting band, and so I was interested in what they had to do. I've liked the stuff that Liam and Noel have done separately, so I was interested to get this. Just like I said, I only heard about it a few days ago, but anyway, it starts out with it's like a mid-tempo song, but it's an upper beat mid-tempo song, if that makes any sense. Kind of a anthemic type song. The first thing I noticed about it, though, is the production style on this is I noticed it on a lot of like British bands. They do this like overdriven production on the whole thing, like not like just the guitars or just the bass or just the drums have a like an overdriven distorted type sound, but the whole mix of the song has this overdriven, like it's about ready to distort into like chaos. It's like right at the peak. I noticed that a lot with these this style of music here, and that's the first thing I noticed about that. Song's decent. However, when it goes into the second song, Mars to Liverpool, I can see where the opening lyric of the song might have a few people not enjoying it. When you open with a statement that's a little bit blasphemous, it can send people in the wrong direction. So unfortunately, the song is like really good, so if that's probably one of the best songs on the album, but that little thing right there might lead people from enjoying it and they're wanting to listen to it again, but this is my opinion. And then it kind of doesn't change much from that point on as far as the tempo of the songs. They're all kind of like in this mid, range where it's not really upbeat, it's not really slow, just kind of in there. Although, the third song on here starts off with acoustic guitar and kind of goes along on a little more of a bluesy type feel. The one that really has a lot of bluesy feel to it was the song I'm a Wheel. It's got that garage rock feel to it with a really cool fuzzy guitar going on, and I really thought that one was a pretty decent one too. It's got a little bit more of a catchy melody than a couple of these other ones had. I guess Just Another Rainbow was the debut single, and the soloing in this one was actually what I really noticed the most. In fact, most of the songs on this with the guitar playing is like the highlight. Unfortunately for me, Liam on this is he's got his thing, but when he had his brother writing the songs and coming up with the melodies, I think he was just copying what his brother had written for him back when they were in Oasis. And so I've noticed that with a lot of his other solo stuff, that the melodies aren't quite as catchy as what we were used to hearing from him. Let's put it that way. And I've been noticing that on this. And, it kind of goes on, love you forever, make it up as you go along. I'll have this kind of a groove to them. And that's one thing I can say about this album. It grooves. They lock into a cool rhythm and they kind of stick with it. And, I did notice that. The next song on here, You're Not the Only One, has got that kind of a blues rock feel to it. And the solo on this one is really good. I really like the solo on this one. And it's also one of the ones that's got a little bit of a better melody to it. And then this for me is kind of where the album kind of tapers off a little bit. The song I'm So Bored's got the cool guitar riff. Like I said, this album's really based mainly on John's guitar playing, and the guitar riffs, I think, are the thing that really make this, you know, an album worth listening to, worth checking out. No diss on Liam there, but if you've heard Liam before, you're not going to get anything different here. So if you like that, if you like what he does, you're going to enjoy what he does here. If you're looking for anything, different, yeah, I don't think you're going to get it. So, and the last song, Mother Nature Song, it was a decent song, kind of a mellower. It's one of the mellower. If I could talk this morning, another cup of coffee, I think. The funny thing, when this first started out, the first few words of the opening melodies, I thought we were going to hear a cover of Strawberry Fields, but no, went into a completely different song, which is good. Had to give a little bit of that flavor of the Beatles thing in there, I guess, for the one last little song here. But and then that's it. It's about all there is to it. There's not a whole lot I heard that's gonna maybe blow anybody away, but it was a good album. It was decent. I mean, it's probably not something I'm going to listen to a whole lot, but it was worth the checking out. I like John's guitar playing. The songs are pretty much, close to what I thought I was going to hear on this. I was hoping to hear maybe a little bit more catchy melodies. I listened to this 3 times, right in a row, just to see if anything was really sticking out. It did get a little bit more memorable as maybe it's a grower. So a couple of the songs, stuck out a little bit more to me, like I was mentioning there. Unfortunately, Mars to Liverpool is one of the more catchy songs, but that one thing is probably going to keep people from listening to it too much if they're offended by that. And then, what was the other one? The blues one there. That's You're Not the Only One was the one I thought was really cool. So that's my, first listen thoughts on this one. If anybody else has anything out there they want to share, as always, feel free. Like I said, if you like either one of these guys, you probably enjoy this. I enjoyed it. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I did. Like I said, it's probably not something I'll be putting on a lot. It's just something that was worth checking out, and it was a fun listen. So if you have anything you want to say like that, or that's different than what I have to say, I guess, feel free. And share, subscribe to keep this music alive, because they're a pretty cool couple of guys. I'd like to hear some stuff from John, because he really hasn't put out a whole heck of a lot. So I wouldn't mind hearing some more from him. So if this encourages him to do some more stuff, then I guess it's all worth it. But until the next one, we'll talk to you. See you.